Hey guys, so today is Saturday the 31st of May. It's currently 9:36. I don't know if you can see that. 9:36 in the morning, and we're still in my pajamas because life. And I have just made myself some porridge, and I have topped my porridge with protein powder sauce. So my wellness coach sent me a link on how to make your own um, protein powder sauce because I was telling her that I'm getting tired of drinking protein powder. It was just making me want to gag. So she was like, okay, let's try a different brand. I tried a different brand, but still I just wasn't feeling it. And then she was like, try a sauce and see. I'm like, okay, let's do that. And I've tried it and I love it. If you've ever had rice pudding, having my oats porridge and then putting the sauce on top, it really is like eating rice pudding, and I love rice pudding. So here we are. I'm having my breakfast. I already had coffee early in the morning when I was actually finalizing everything with my finances. So I looked at my budget, make sure both my trackers and my notebook all balanced each other out. I tracked all of my expenses for the trip that I've just come back from, and I made sure I tracked my net worth as well. So all of that good jazz has been done, and I thought, let me sit down and make my reset for the month of June. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I have my board here, even though you can't really see it, but I have got some stuff on there. It's covering the month of May, and we'll talk about what my calendar is showing. So I have this displayed in my bedroom. And then let me put my porridge down for a second because I'll be eating this in a moment. I do have my two planners. I've opened them because obviously we will be looking over them and discussing all of that good jazz. Then I also have my books because we'll be talking about the books, and to keep me company, because I'll be doing a longer planning session today, I've got my snacks. So I've got my Marks and Spencer ginger lemonade. Let me be able to pick this up. Yep. So I'm filming on my iPhone 16 Pro Max. It just reminds me, whenever I say it's iPhone 16 Pro Max, I think of the Hongdae. Gosh, as if I don't even go to Korea that often. Hongdae guy. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go find him on TikTok or even on Instagram. But I'm having my ginger lemonade to keep me, and then my mango as well that I got from TK Maxx yesterday. So this is what is keeping me company. What we're going to do in today's video, I said we're going to be resetting for June. I will be recapping June with you guys, and I will be sharing with you exactly what happened. Then I will recap in June. I'll be recapping May. I'm not all fully awake. That's okay. I'll be recapping the month of May. Then I will be sharing with you my plans for the month of June in terms of what I'm planning to do, what activities are coming up, and then my books as well. We're not going to do the budget because I already shared a budget video, I think a week ago now, or a week and a half. I'm not really sure, but I've already shared that. So without further ado, let us start off with me sharing with you guys what happened in May. So what I ended up writing on my calendar. So first things first, May started on the Thursday, and the first weekend in May, I try and just write personal plans here. The first weekend in May, I went for a long walk with a friend. Then on the Saturday after church, I went to London and we saw the Millennial concert. The Millennial concert was headlined by Trey Songz, one of my favorite R&B artists ever. So yeah, let me actually include a couple of shots in here, although I'm not really sure about copyright if I will keep the music. Let's see, but let's cue in some shots now. Okay, so that was the concert, had a lot of fun. Then the first Monday in May was a bank holiday, so I did absolutely nothing. On Tuesday, I had my swimming and my therapy, which was great. Then on Thursday, I took my sister to the spa because my sister got engaged earlier in May, and I thought I'd treat her and for us to have a sister chat and all of that good jazz. So that was great. The second weekend, so the second Saturday of May, I did Reformer Pilates locally to me, which was by the same company that I go to every single month, but this time I tried their branch that is closer to me. And then on Sunday, because I'm such a superstar, I did Tower Pilates with my friend, and that was painful. Actually, no, it wasn't Tower, that was chair Pilates. It was meant to be Tower, but they didn't have any spaces, so we ended up just doing chair Pilates. And yo, that was actually very, very painful, but I'm glad I did that. Then I also managed to do my therapy on the Tuesday. That the second full week of May, I didn't manage to get onto the swimming class, so I just didn't do it. And because I did go to the spa with my sister the previous week, I was just like, it's okay. I practice how to swim there by myself. Then the third weekend, we went to Bristol to meet our wellness coach. So I have a wellness coach. I've been working with her since August of 2023. Actually, not August. I started thinking about working with her August, but we actually started working together in October of 2023. I love it for me. She only works with women. So all the women that are clients came. One of them, who's my friend, we went together to Bristol, had a lovely time. We went through some techniques because she's virtual. So, she sends us videos and then we send her videos back to show her what we're doing. And she helps us with our nutrition, mindset, all of that good jazz. So we met up with her, then had lunch, and then parted ways. Then on Sunday, we went and did the Blenheim 7K run because why not? I know, right? You're white. I don't know. I think the settings are good. I haven't done anything. This is like normal settings. Anyway, this is us before the race. Okay? Yeah, before the race. Different story. We'll share. After what? 7K. We've got our medals. Now we're gonna wait for Rita. We don't know when she's coming back. We're going to find a drink. The previous weekend I had double booked myself with 2 Pilates back to back, and then this weekend I did working out with our wellness coach and then going for a run, a 7K. So it was a walk run. Let me not say I ran the whole thing like completely, no. We ran, walked. So that was, but we had so much fun. It was great. You guys, May was incredible. Then that week I had my swimming lesson, but I didn't have therapy because my therapist was on vacation. Yeah, she went on vacation and abandoned me, and it was the week that I really needed her. And I told her earlier in the week when we met up, because she's back from vacation, I told her that I really needed you last week, and she's like, you don't message me. I'm like, yeah, but you were on vacation, I didn't want to disturb. But anyway, then that week we also had, so we had 2 birthdays in the month of May in my friend group, my second friend group. And for one of them, I couldn't make the plan she had, but for the other one, I did. So we went into Oxford and we played some darts, then had dinner. It was great. Like, it was so good. We had so much fun. Then early morning Saturday, I left and went to London to celebrate another friend's birthday. So we went to a spa and then had lunch. Oh, my month of May was a spa month, I want to say. I absolutely love it for me. So it was great. And then on Sunday, I did nothing apart from church. So went to church. Then the final Monday of May was a bank holiday. So I chilled most of it. I went to bed early because on the Tuesday, I was traveling, and I put down here I think you can see this. I went to Nice for a solo trip. My flight was Tuesday early morning at 6 a.m. and I spent Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday in Nice, and then Friday I came back. Friday I had taken a day off as well, so I did absolutely nothing. Well, I lie. I did film one video. I worked out early in the morning, then I filmed a video, then I finished reading my book, and then that's it. That's all I did, which for me is like, oh, I want to do more stuff, but no. Me and my therapist have been talking about this. I need to learn how to rest because I don't know how to rest. I always fidget. So, yeah. And then yesterday, I did absolutely nothing. And yeah, today is Saturday. I am doing nada. Well, again, I lie. Nada for me is I'm not actively like going around, like going to the shops, meeting people, blah, blah, blah. That's nada to me. Right now, I have a lot of laundry going on. They say the weather will be nice, highs of 23. They say it's today, so I figured I do my laundry. So I've got a lot of laundry on, and I've got 2 more loads that I need to do for today. But other than that, I plan on watching TV, just catching up, doing my Japanese, and I think that's it. I don't know if I'm going to be starting any of my books yet, but we'll talk about that in a moment. So what I'm going to do now is I will move you guys a little bit further, actually not too far, so that I can eat and plan. Or do I do my goals first? No, we're going to do my calendar again with all the plans that I have. So that means I just need to move you guys a little bit as I start writing out my plans. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably just fast forward you guys through this experience, because I'm sure you don't want to just be watching me doing all of these nothing. Well, not nothing per se, but writing stuff down. So yeah, let me do that and I'll come back to you guys. So let's move you back a little bit. All right, raise you up a little bit more. Okay, so my June is all done. This is my June. So tomorrow, the 1st, we're going to church because we're going to praise the Lord and thank Him for His goodness. On Tuesday, I have swimming. On Wednesday or Thursday, I think, because I'm using my phone to film, I can't remember what date I agreed with my therapist, but it's either Wednesday or Thursday. I have therapy. Then Wednesday night, I'm traveling to the airport because I am traveling with a friend this first weekend of June. So we're there Friday to Sunday. Then following week, we have swimming again, and I'm going to London. Again, I'm not really sure if it's the 11th or the 18th when I'm in London, but whichever. Then that week, I have Reformer Pilates and lunch with a friend. Then all Sundays, church, except for the one where I'll be traveling. All Sundays, we're doing church. All Tuesdays, we're doing swimming and or therapy moved to another day. The exciting thing that I have in June is that me and my best friends are going to Ascot. We've never been to Ascot before, but I'm so excited. I can't wait to go dress shopping because obviously you have to dress to impress. So I'm very excited about that. Yeah, but we're going to Ascot and it'll be our first time ever. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Then the final Saturday of the month, I have free, like today, where I have zero plans whatsoever. And what's good about this weekend, like today, the last day of May is the fact that before I went on vacation, I did a whole top down cleaning of my house. And I think I did film the video, but I have to put like all the clips together. So I'll do a vlog and share it with you guys. But I cleaned my house top to bottom. So now I don't have to clean my house this weekend. Outside of doing the dishes and my laundry, I got nothing. And I'm very happy for me for that. So I'm having a free weekend, the final Saturday of the month. And then on a Sunday after church, we are going to see Wicked, but in an open air cinema kind of situation. So we saw part one of Wicked in the cinema, and then the next one I think comes out in November. So we're going to see that as well. But I've already seen Wicked in theater. I'm just excited to see it in an open air cinema kind of situation. Very excited about that. So I think it's the same one we watched last year. We're just going to rewatch it, which I do not mind at all. But yeah, so that is what my June is looking like. Now let's go to the goals that I have in my planner, right? So you guys know that I break all my goals down. And what I'm going to do is let me move to the side a bit. I'm going to put the goals that I have in my Google Sheets on here, and I will speak to them using this. Even though there will be slight differences, all my goals are the same. I make sure that whatever I'm replicating is fine. So starting off with financial goals, like I said, we already did the budget, but there's still some financial goals that we can talk about, which is I said I wanted to book and pay for the boiler servicing. With all my rental properties, I do boiler servicing every single year with British Gas. I just don't know why I never thought to do the same thing for my own home, because if I don't have it serviced in a period of 15 months, it invalidates my home insurance. So I was just like, why have you not done this? Just add it on like you've done with the other properties. So I finally did it. They came, they checked, my boiler is all fine and honky-dory, and it is covered now, which is great. So that was done. Then I say to pay my biannual DVLA motoring. It's a car thing with the government. So I paid that. I paid in May and in November. So the next one obviously is coming up in November. So that was like the financial goals that I had. The lifestyle goals that I had for myself was I wanted to attend the Millennial concert, which I did, with my besties, but one of them didn't make it, which again is fine. Then I wanted to attend Pilates. I did attend Pilates twice. One by myself, so the reformer was by myself, and then the chair Pilates was with my friend that I do Pilates with every single month. And then I said to meet up with Steph in London, which we did as well. Travel, I said I wanted to travel to Nice, France solo. I went to the south of France by myself. This is my second time in Nice. I've been to Nice before. Loved it then, loved it even now. Then I said I wanted to book a trip with a friend of mine to go travel next month in June, which we're doing in 6 days' time. I'm very happy for us for that as well. Then the next bucket of goals is wellness. So with my wellness goals, I say to attend the gym in Bristol with a wellness coach. We did that. Run the 7K Blenheim fun run. We did that. Continue to learn how to ride a bike. Well, I haven't even started learning how to ride a bike. So we think we're just going to have to skip this one for a bit. Yeah, I think we're not going to be following on until maybe later on when I have the time that I want to start learning how to ride a bike, because I can't ride a bike. Yo, I can ride my standstill Peloton, but I can't ride a bike. So anyway, and then I say to continue practicing to swim, which I have been doing. I missed one session because I missed a slot, but I'm still good, I think. So those were the goals for May. The goals for June that I have written down are as follows. First, being financial. I do want to send an extra £200 towards my creation loan. So I have two personal loans, and one of them, well, I'm trying to pay both of them off by the end of the year, but my focus is the creation loan because it's got a lower balance. So at the time of filming this video, we had 4,000, just below 4,900. And then I said to stick to £500 spending budget for my trip with my friends. So this includes the flights that we've already paid for, the accommodation that we've already reserved, the airport parking, the activities, and the foods. And I was just looking at my budget for Nice, and I realized that I spent more on food than I did on my accommodation, which I'm not surprised, but I'm also surprised because life. Anyway, So that's my budget for the trip that I have with my friend. Then my lifestyle goals, I said to attend Ascot with my besties, which I'm very excited about. I've never been and I cannot wait, you guys. I really cannot wait. Then the second one I say is to see Wicked in the open air theater with the gym girls. Again, very happy and excited about that as well. Travel goals, travel with my friend, which we're doing, and then book my trip, my birthday trip abroad. So I was born July 7th, and I often travel for my birthday, and there are times when I choose to just spend my birthday alone. I've done that many times, but this time I'm traveling with a friend. I've already booked that, which is funny. I booked it the same time I was booking this solo trip. Well, not the solo trip, the trip I have with my friend. So May, June, July, August, September, all of them I am traveling. Like, I'm traveling and I'm very happy for me. So I have already booked that. So I've accomplished this goal already. But you guys know that I write my goals quite early on, like second or third week of the month. So things may have changed, which in this case has happened. Then the final part is my wellness goals. So I said to attend my dentist. I think my dentist appointment is on the 20th. So I've got my dentist appointment and then continue my swimming lessons and then book and attend Reformer Pilates. So we're gonna have to do that because I think we have it in 2 weeks time and you can book 2 weeks prior to the case to the class. So I'm very excited about that. June is also looking like it's going to be a very busy one and I'm excited that for me, I have said this many times, being busy, I consider I'm fully busy if every single weekend is taken up with an activity or two. So apart from the final Saturday of the month, all of my weekends are taken and I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I love it for me. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. So those were the plans that I had in May and now written down the June plans. Then we've also talked about the goals that I set for myself and the goals that I've now set for June. And now we're going to move to the most exciting part of this video for me right now, which is books. So I got me some books and I'm going to just quickly, I have my notebook here because I wrote down all the books that I've read in the month of May. I was able to read 4 books, which I'm very happy. So the first book that I read was The Silent Patient. So this was part of the book club that me and my gym girls have together. So we wanted to read The Silent Patient because one of the girls in the group had read a different book. I can't remember what book it was from the author, and she said it was incredible. So we read it. She was not wrong. We still haven't discussed it yet because we were planning to discuss it this month, but it just didn't work out. But oh my gosh, highly, highly recommend. Highly recommend. It took me by surprise. Not what I was expecting. The second book I read was The Love We Found. This one was on on Spotify. So I listened to this on Spotify and it was really, really good. Like really, really good. And even though I'm not one to read books where they talk about, I don't know if I could call this like an affair, but it wasn't fair. And from that affair, there was a child, there was a family, it was a whole thing, but it was well written. It was well executed. I enjoyed it. So yeah, and then The Widows, I decided on a whim to listen to Frida McFadden's The Widow's Husband's Secret. This one, I was on the beach in Nice, lying down, enjoying the sun, and I'm listening to this book, and I spent more time with my mouth agape than anything because I was like, oh. And then, so because I always claim so much, people will be looking at me like, oh, sorry, just the book is, they wanted to know the book. So I told some of them, but not everybody. And I was just like, oh my gosh. But yeah, so this was a really, really good short story book. Like, it was good. I recommend it. And then the final book that I read is, oh my gosh, if you have not picked up the Let Them theory or are not familiar with what the Let Them theory is, I want to say go get the book, get the Audible, get the Kindle version, get whatever version you can get, because this book I ended up taking a picture of a page when the topic was discussing something that my mom and I talk about all the time. And I sent it to her and we had a discussion about it. You guys, this book covered everything when you are struggling with friendships, relationships, all of that good jazz. I was just like, and there were sections in here where I recognized myself. My need for control is crazy, but I need to let them. Like, I'm working on this. I'm a work in progress. Obviously, nobody's perfect and we're all going to slip up every now and again, but it's the important part is we remember the principle and practice the principle. Because, oh my gosh, I was just like, yes, I am the enabler. And when I broke that, I knew that I was an enabler years ago. And then when I made changes, the outcome of it, the consequences of that were not pleasant, but it was consequences that I needed to live through and the other people needed to live through as well, for their own growth and as well as for mine. So yeah, but it was a great book. Great book. Highly, highly recommend. So that I read those 4 books, including the Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins. Great. Now, the next books that I have, it's these 3. So, Colin Hoover, David Schwartz, and Rob Dix. So, the first one is Too Late. You've seen this book many, many times. You've seen me talk about this, and I still haven't started this book. But I was going to lie and say I would start it today. I will not. I don't think I will. Okay. I don't know when I'll start it, but I'm going to read it in June. Yes. I'm going to take it with me on vacation. Then I have this book, The Magic of Thinking Big. I do want to read this one as well, but I probably need a break from reading this book. So maybe we'll give it a minute before I start reading this one. I do want to start reading this one as soon as possible. It's not that big. Okay, it's got many pages than that one. But I think it's okay still. Yeah, so it is about 362 pages. Not bad. How many pages is Colin Hoover? 300 and acknowledgements. 381, so a lot more pages, but that's okay. And then this one, which is 7 myths about money. Anything about money, I want to read. I'm always intrigued. I want to learn. So I don't know if I'll start with this one, but and it's a UK author, which is great because a lot of the books that I read are US centric, but there are certain things that obviously apply across the pond. But sometimes it's just nice to read a book that is talking about, your economy and stuff. So with this one, there's 173 pages. Okay, the rest is kind of like notes and references at the back, but okay, we shall see. I don't know which one I'll start with, but these are the 3 books I'm planning to read. And then me and the girls also have other books that we're reading for the book club. And I have also started listening to The Teacher by Frida McFadden on Audible, which I'm excited about. And I think I downloaded The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden on Spotify because I have Spotify. I have Kindle Unlimited. I have Audible, and then I buy books as well. I do love to read, and I am somebody who would take it by flow. Sometimes I want hard copy books. Sometimes I'm fine with my Kindle, and sometimes I just want to listen. But yeah, I'm so happy, you guys. I hope you don't mind that I'm filming in my pajamas, but it's the last day of the month, and Mother Nature is calling, and I'm planning to answer. And I literally was just like, it's resetting. I'm resetting. And also what's funny is the final load of laundry that I'm doing, I'm going to be putting these in as well. So they'll get washed too. But anyway, this is the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm planning to edit this tonight so you guys can see it tomorrow. But I hope you had an incredible May. For me, it was absolutely amazing. I love it for me. I'm excited, so excited for the month of June. And I hope you are too. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video real soon.